for today's cup of coffee with Scream
Oh.
and allergies.
Oh. Yeah, and I've been in a buttload of allergens.
Yeah, he has. And
I've been working.
Yes, you have. And you've actually accomplished quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
You really have.
I'm giving myself a pat on the back right there.
Well, that's a good thing. That is a good thing. And that's why people do stuff. You don't have to sit around and wait for somebody else to tell you you did well.
No.
Tell you did well. We're going to discuss something that's going to make people uncomfortable.
Again.
Mm-hmm.
Again.
Mm-hmm. 'Tis the season. So we're going to be talking about discomfort. And from what Robert Phoenix had said, and also Palace Pepper, the next couple of weeks are going to be uncomfortable. And so how do people...
Has it been comfy for this whole year?
And how is it that people deal with discomfort? And different people have different methods that they can use and that they can learn, and it can be suggested. But a lot of it, the discomfort comes from the myth that people are supposed to be comfortable all the time.
Yeah, that's a myth.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as we like to, that's not a possibility in this life as of this moment.
Well, it's just like as far as happiness, the elusivity of happiness.
Yeah.
You have moments of contentment and joy.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as if you see somebody that's happy all the damn time, they're usually over-medicated.
He's creepy. Or there's something wrong with him.
Yes. Because that is part of being human. To experience the fullness of being human.
Yeah.
The good parts, the bad parts, the ugly parts, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you have so many people, they don't know how to cope when they are uncomfortable.
No. No, they do not.
I was telling Kid earlier about something that I had read on X, and that today, and we're recording this on September the 4th of 2024, that it was Keanu Reeves' 60th birthday.
It was.
And I like Keanu Reeves a lot. And it says that you may not know that he was abandoned by his father at 3 years old and grew up with 3 different stepfathers. He's dyslexic, and his dream of becoming a hockey player was shattered by a serious accident. His daughter died at birth, and then his wife died in a car accident.
That's a tragic life.
Truly. It says he has no bodyguards, no luxury houses. Said in 2010 on his birthday that he walked into a bakery and bought a brioche with a single candle, ate it in front of the bakery, and offered coffee to people who stopped to talk to him. It says that he lives in an ordinary apartment and likes wandering around town and is often seen riding a subway or simply eating a cupcake in New York.
He just wants a simple life.
Yeah. Yeah.
He wants enough money to be comfortable and live just live a simple life.
Yeah. And that he is one of these that with the tragedies that he's had, and he may be able to put that in some of the characters that he has played.
Mm-hmm.
Constantine is one of my favorite movies.
That was a good movie.
It is a good movie. And, you know, the one line in there, God is a kid with an ant farm. And maybe he has felt that way. I think we have all felt that way from time to time.
Yeah. I mean, it does feel like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, you know, within that, I think that moments of discomfort if people, that was the reason about those of us that were Gen X and older.
Mm-hmm.
We know what it's like to be uncomfortable. We know what it's like to ride a bike and skin knees and do different things like that and get hurt and have to go through the healing process and get sick and have to go through the, healing process.
Yeah.
Which is why to call it, you're having a healing crisis, because words have power.
Yes.
Because when people a lot of times are the most sick is not when the symptoms arise. That's the healing process.
Y'all also didn't have as much distraction as today.
No, we didn't.
And
we
a
did
lot of,
not sit.
restrictions and shit like that.
I mean, as far as TV was there, but it was the way that the programming was, it was not necessarily designed for kids. You had Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah. That was it.
And then you watched programs with your family. It was not one of these that every room had a TV and everybody was isolated doing their own thing.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. That helped.
Yeah.
I think that the cell phones and different things like that, while it may be convenient, that doesn't mean that it's healthful.
No, it's not healthful at all. There's been a discussion going on about that for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
People are now becoming uncomfortable with the comfort.
Exactly. Because they're understanding that the price you pay for some of that is too high.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. To go back, I mean, there are some people that their life consists of them grabbing whatever it is and eating in front of the TV.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it, or in front of the computer screen. I mean, a few years back, they had a commercial to tell people at a family gathering, put the damn device down.
Literally. Like, who needs to be told that?
Well, there are people.
Yeah.
There are people. But I think that some of the discomfort that we have gone through as a collective has...
And as an audience with the snuffing, that's the discomfort.
Yeah.
Having to listen to that each and every episode.
I do encourage him to take decongestants. I really, really do.
I did.
Oh, dear. Anyhow, as far as... I had a question today. Is it a matter of the collective having PTSD... Because what has gone on since about 2020 is actually before then. If you want to go all the way back to 9/11.
What was the answer? Yes?
Nobody answered me.
Because I can tell you that the PTSD is more... is like early 2000s, Y2K. Like a lot of that PTSD is through just the whole 2000s, it seems.
And does that cause... parts of trauma bonding?
It does. It can. Can and does.
Which is interesting. I mean, a lot of times I ask questions that I don't know if somebody doesn't want to step on a rake or something like that. I don't know. It's not that I'm trying to set anybody up by asking these questions. I truly am interested in what other people think.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just like... if you all would please, say a prayer for husband, because I had noticed a change again over the past quite a few months, close to, well, not quite a year, but I guess it has been again 9 months. 9 months.
Yep.
And he is switching again. We were hoping that there had been integration, but no. So please remember him in prayer. If you've had any experience with dissociative identity disorder, nobody knows what to do with this.
I mean, what do you do with this?
That's the question.
Yeah.
There's not a pill for it. There's not some formulation. I mean, other than the EMDR and different things like that, that does show some some signs of helping with PTSD. But I haven't, and honestly, I was so burned out as far as researching it, I haven't for a few years. And it is very uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable for our family. It's uncomfortable for him. It's uncomfortable for myself. Mm-hmm. When I'm having to say things that I never dreamed that I would say. When I am putting out there, I thought of going to an attorney today because of something one of the other ones of him had said last week. And the situation is piteous.
It is.
And we have got so many broken people out there. But honestly, those are some of the ones that can deal with adversity. I mean, dissociative identity disorder is a coping mechanism that helps a child that is going through horrific abuse to survive. It's a brokenness of spirit.
Yeah.
And so the medical industry and the mental health industry, they're not going to have solutions.
No.
But
prayer
yeah,
will work.
Absolutely, prayer. And it's not automatic.
No,
People
it's not, and it's not immediate.
Yeah, we want this instant gratification, problem solved now. Mm-hmm. And that is not how God works usually. And that's just like with everything that's going on in the world. This has been millennia in coming, thousands of years. It's not a surprise to God. And from what Palace Pepper and from what Robert Phoenix has said, the next 2 weeks can be mind-blowing. So if you have faith, I mean, for it to be a test of faith, we don't know how that's going to manifest.
Simple. I just want simple.
A lot of us want simple. We do, but there is a time and a season for all things.
Yeah.
And to learn to sit with discomfort.
Mm-hmm. Find ways to cope with it.
Those that have chronic medical conditions, especially chronic pain and stuff, you learn to live with it. You know it's there, but you don't focus on it all the time unless it's to the point of screaming.
Yeah. Pisces. Discomfort, distraction.
Right. And different techniques are going to work better for different people.
Yeah.
It's like our buddy Omega. He was talking today that he went to a spine specialist who told him that it's a good thing that he did not go to a chiropractor because the hospital that he had gone to, he obviously had torn ligaments or something like that.
Yeah, he
away from his spine.
Yeah, he fucked his back up.
And that it had shown on the MRI, and the hospital did nothing.
No, they did nothing. They just ignored it, sent him out, told him to go to a chiropractor.
My response to that was, you lawyer up, because that's the only thing that is going to make these people stop and to hold them accountable.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of lawfare at all.
No.
But to sit back and have something like that happen and nobody be held accountable and then them go and do it to somebody else, that's not right. That is not right. But they were talking, they had...
It's not right in the slightest. I was thinking of that game you basically play as a bunch of lawyers.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, and it's like, objection.
Yeah, God. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan. I've had to deal with the shit for years. I am not a fan of it. Not a fan of it. They play games with other people's lives.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for the most part, most of them are pieces of shit. Flat out. They're power freaks.
That's
Every now and
why-
then you will find one that truly is trying, but they are so outnumbered.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm one of these, I give respect when it's earned. Just because somebody has a title before or after, that doesn't mean jack shit to me.
No.
You know, I don't care. Who are they in the eyes of God? That's what I care about.
This is why these big companies and shit like that, that's why people need to wake up, especially even the law. People
Yeah.
need to wake up, realize that they have the power, and what is unjust, they can undo.
The people.
The people
Absolutely.
can
That's what we
undo.
were talking about. But going back to the original statement I was going to make.
And it's going to be an uncomfortable journey.
Yes. Yes, it is. But Omega had said that they have some kind of new device that it's a wire that goes into your spine that it
Yeah.
can help with neuropathy and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's a
and-
highly invasive.
Yeah. And it's
procedure.
one of those, I told him, I said, I would really, really think about that before I'd let anybody do that. He's not
Yeah.
gung-ho about something like that. He's
like-
not a stupid man.
One wrong move and he's paralyzed.
Absolutely.
And he, like, the thought of him not being able to do anything,
Yeah.
that in of itself is paralyzing.
But for him, and he has been a source of inspiration to me, because you talk about discomfort. The man has a laundry list of severe medical issues, and you can say, "How you doing today?" He's like, "I'm all right,"
Yeah.
and he keeps going and doing because of what he had gone through previously in his life. You know, and I think that we are in a time where people have had it so easy. That's when people freak out.
Yeah.
And we hear people talk about first world problems. Well, yeah, if you're sitting there and you're upset and butthurt that a barista got your order wrong, no, you don't have to sit there and throw a fit. I mean, how many times have we seen these videos of people throwing their drinks at people and stuff?
Many times it's no sense in that. Personally,
People are unhinged.
Personally, if my order gets wrong, is delivered to me incorrect, I'm gonna be like, okay, maybe this is a sign I didn't need that meal. I needed this instead.
Yeah, well, it depends, you know.
Yeah.
There's times that you can sit there and go, I'm happy with this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty damn content.
It's like other times it's like, no, I wanted my fries. That's the main thing why I came
Right.
here for. I wanted my fries.
But you can let them know that a mistake was made in
Yeah.
a civilized, respectful manner to where you allow that person to maintain their dignity as a human being, which they have.
Yeah, you just roll up to the thing, be like, hey, I just came up here. I just ordered. There was an issue. My order's not correct.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, okay, pull up to the window
Yeah,
and
most
just
of the
point
time
out
they're
which
good.
one it's, like where the mistake is. Just be like, yeah, it's this one.
Right.
So it's like,
It doesn't
you don't have to be rude.
No, you don't. And you've got a lot of people that, for whatever reason, and there could be, I have looked at things from every conceivable angle on some of this stuff because I have Libra rising and that's what we do. And it's like, I think a lot of it just has to do with you've got these people that are adult-sized children.
Pretty much.
They're emotionally immature. They do not know how to deal with adversity.
Yeah.
It's like, a kid has a buddy that works at the City of Food, and I was talking to him today, and I love that kid. I do. Mm-hmm. And he's running for town council in the tiny town that's near us. And I told him, I said, I hope you get that. Because he's not a stupid person.
He's not.
And he has done community service for 14 years.
He has.
He started as a teenager with the volunteer fire department and different things like that. He knows a lot of the legal things. He sees problems in the tiny town that need to be addressed before it becomes a bigger problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we were discussing the sidewalk outside of the post office. Okay, it's not fixed properly to where if somebody has an ambulatory issue that they can get to the post office easily.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I said, do these people not understand that under the Americans with Disabilities Act, that puts the town liable if somebody gets hurt?
Yeah, it does. But they don't think about that until someone sues or something.
Exactly. And if you can prevent a problem, why would you not?
They'd rather people be uncomfortable.
Well, I think it's and I think that discomfort manifests in different ways to different people. We think about physical pain or financial need. Mm-hmm. And there's many ways that people can be uncomfortable. But for things like that, what hurts usually is bad press and money.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes companies very uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
Brings a lot of discomfort to them.
It does.
It's a glorious thing.
And this is where it is a matter of going back to the old saying, power to the people. One person is not going to fix the shit show that we have going on right now, other than Jesus Christ. That is the only person.
Yep. Yep.
And to expect one human being to fix all this, that's a myth. That's a fantasy. We need to deal in reality for a while. And it is a matter of...
Come back to earth.
Well, it is a matter of the people getting up off with their asses.
And actually doing, yes. Yes.
Because it's that 90%. And I know that Robert Phoenix has gotten really... I don't blame him. I agree with Robert on most things. I truly do. Because he is a no-nonsense person. Because he's a Virgo.
Yeah.
And I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
He has earned my respect. You know?
Yes.
And to sit there and... some of these people that are the doom and gloom people and the black pillars, oh, woe is me, all is lost. Go sit on the dung heap by yourself if that's how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Don't expect other people to wallow in misery with you. Again, now that will kick in the old school AA in me. To sit there and go, no, you need a good swift kick in the ass.
Yeah. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Yeah. It's like you're either part of the problem or part of the solution.
Mm-hmm.
We've identified many problems. We need other people to identify solutions and actions that can be taken to bring forth solutions.
Well, right now, we need people to stop yelling at each other long enough to listen.
Yeah. We need people to grow the fuck up.
Literally. But that's what that one world government wants, is for people to basically be like grown-up children, have no maturity whatsoever, and be just,
right.
Rampant.
Right. I mean, when you've got somebody like Stephen King on X whining and pissing and moaning and this and that and the other, and it's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. What does he know of our world? Nothing.
Right.
He knows nothing of our podling world.
Nothing.
He's a damned elitist. That's it. You wrote some good books. Be happy with that. And leave the rest of the shit alone.
Wait, what'd he say?
Oh, he's always just shit posting. He wants communism. This is the choice.
Who is it?
Stephen King.
Okay.
There's a lot of those Hollywood people and stuff. And that's another reason that I do, as far as I know, I don't know that I've ever heard Keanu Reeves do any kind of political anything.
Never heard him. Never heard of him say anything.
He's smart.
Yeah.
And God bless him, because when you know somebody's story and you know that they have gone through adversity and come out the other side, those people have earned your respect.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
So I guess it's a matter of stocking up on some ibuprofen and acetaminophen. That'd be, if you want to know the brand names, that's Tylenol and Advil.
Yeah.
Because to the brain, pain is pain. Whether it is emotional pain or physical pain.
Yeah, either way, it's pain.
Uh-huh.
So.
And there have been studies that have proven that if you take some Advil when you got a broken heart or your butt hurt or whatever like that it can help.
Yeah.
But do some self-reflection.
Literally.
And don't let the bastards drag you down to their level. Now, there are people that they are designed to get in there and poke holes in other people. And again with Robert Phoenix, because he's got that Scorpio rising.
Uh-huh.
And his responses to David Icke have been legendary lately. They truly have. And then there's some of us from Chattaria that will pile on the rabbit, and it's like,
Okay.
Because when you've got somebody that's trying to be, oh, look at me, I have all the answers, and then you have those of us that are
the cluster
in there
together.
Oh yeah, that we're in there just being ourselves.
Rambunctious.
Ike needs to get off of his high horse. He's not the only intelligent human being in the world.
David Icke is on a high horse right now?
Oh, God, he has been for quite a while. He's another one that's one of these black-pilled everything. All is lost.
Shit.
Everybody's doing everything, and the archons, and we're all... No. I reject that because I have seen other proven in my life.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, he's not right about everything.
No. Do I believe in lizard people? Yeah, I do.
Lizards.
But the book that I live by says, in the end, good triumphs.
Mm-hmm.
It is a matter of going from point A to point B at this point.
Yeah.
And we are going to be held accountable. We're held accountable anytime when we do have adversity. What do? Do we meet it head on? Do we tuck tail and run? Do we take it out on other people? Or what do we do? We will all be held accountable for that every day, whether it's in adversity or not. Just because somebody's having a bad day, that does not mean that you can take it out on somebody else.
No. It's no excuse. Gotta have some self-control.
Right. So, to learn to ride the waves. When I was having the teeth issues,
Cowabunga, dude.
I went through a period of time there as far as losing teeth. I think it's required here to live in the Appalachian Mountains. You got to have so many missing teeth. I think we're all good for the moment. And that I would have abscess on the roots of the teeth. There was no decay. None. And because I do have Native American ancestry, it's the roots go up into the sinus cavities.
So
they
then what
hook
happened?
Down in there. They don't know.
It just decided, hey, gonna pitch a fit.
Yeah, it's just like, fuck you, I'm out. But to have an abscessed tooth, and you learn that the pain does come in waves. And you learn to ride the waves.
You have to learn to ride the waves, but man, those are some rough waves.
That's some rough seas. And that kid over there, that it took me, 2 months, several years back, to get you into a dentist?
Yeah. Yeah.
This kid over here...
I was thinking of the time that you had yours.
that he had ear infections from the time that he was tiny. He would get them and get them and get them. He knows how to deal with physical pain. He truly does. And he's not one of these that rolls in the floor and whines and bitches and moans. He'll sit there and go, I don't feel good.
Yeah.
But part of that is because he's been trained to do that. Because if you laying in the floor rolling, what good does that do you?
Well, it satisfies the dramatic side of me, but, you know, it doesn't really...
That Leo rising.
Yeah. But it doesn't help nothing. It really does not help nothing if you are not... That's like, it's just like, don't... Like, with the fucking kidney stones, it's like... Some of them were so painful that I had no choice but to scream out. And yes, I was hooping and hollering. It's just like... Ignore it. Put some headphones on. Ignore it. I'm going to be...
Yeah. I birthed babies. I get it. Kidney stones are worse and you don't get to keep them.
No. It's like, damn it. Can I have my stone? I want my stone. A little kidney stone. Give me my stone.
Yeah.
I want it in like a little... One of those...
I
little
got mine
clear...
in a baggie somewhere.
Clear and black... frames where it's just like the clear part is
that.
elastic and then you just put it right there in the center.
We could do that.
Yeah.
It's like we made these. These our pearls. So
sucks.
To sit there and acknowledge, to sit there, don't gaslight yourself.
And also, if you get hurt, like for example, thorns and shit like that, if you get snagged, you go, ow.
And you go on.
You pick it out and then you toss it and it's like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah. But as far as do not gaslight yourself to sit there and go, I'm happy. I'm so damn happy. Because that's psychotic. To sit there and go, I feel uncomfortable. I feel angry. Honor the emotion. You don't have to act out on it.
Yeah.
That's why Christ said, be angry and sin not. Now, even he, as far as there was righteous indignation when he went in there and turned over the money changers' tables and drove them out with this whip. Yeah.
Icon.
There is, I love that. There is a time and a place for all things. Those people that think that Christ was a pacifist,
No.
So, prepare, make plans now to sit there and go, what do I need to do to help me through uncomfortable times?
Mm-hmm.
And some of it we don't know. We're flying blind because we don't know how it's going to manifest.
I've got the urge to clean.
Good.
And to smoke a lot of cigarettes. That's it.
Yeah, the thing is, he was out of his and he was smoking my smokes.
Yeah.
He went through his and then it's like he was going through mine. And I'm like, now damn it, man.
Betty Davis chain smoking.
Final thoughts, kid.
This riding the waves to roll with the tides. I'm trying to ride that downwards water stream.
But you take back
swimming
your power.
It down.
Take back your power.
Oh no, I'm fully swimming. I'm just following the current right now.
You don't have to be dragged. You don't have to get caught in the undertow.
No, you don't gotta.
There's certain times that it doesn't happen all the time.
You swim under a rock and then you're good.
But if you know that the undertow is at certain times, don't be in the water at those times. It's pretty basic. You know?
Well, if you're a fish.
We're not a fish. We're peoples.
I know that.
We're peoples.
Yeah, if the river is literally crashing, water crashing everywhere, don't step in it.
Yeah.
Get away from it.
Ride the waves. Trust that they will push you back to shore.
Castle Crashers. There's a scene where you have to hop on to these little platform things. It's whatever item is floating in the water, and then you have to battle these entities in the water.
Mm-hmm. Prayer. That is how we fight.
So sometimes you're hopping on a barrel. You may be on a log. You may be on the back of an alligator.
But you do what you gotta do.
A giant cat hurling hairballs at you.
Oh, that's just nasty.
And then it's somehow like it's a catfish.
I will tell you this.
So it's literally half cat, half fish.
That made me think of
Castle
some of the
Crashers
riots
is a cool
and
game.
stuff several years ago. Demons have this tendency to deal in filth, in human filth.
Yeah.
So if you've got humans that are displaying that behavior, more than likely there's going to be some kind of demonic influence. Know these things, see them for what they are, recognize them. Yeah.
Yep.
And it's like those things, be careful who you touch. Because as far as transference of evil spirits, for real. So,
Nasty.
yeah, it's the reason you're supposed to, those things you do not want to bring somebody, these people that's doing these exorcisms and stuff and just rant, these idiots.
Yeah.
They have no clue what they're messing with.
Nothing.
Study and make yourself approved. If you've had experiences with paranormal or supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, tinfoil hats, if you would like to share with others different ways that you deal with discomfort, please put that in the comment section, because that way we can all learn from each other and grow together. That is the ultimate goal. And if you want to email me, you can do that at cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. It's there in the description box.
Yeah. If you like this video, subscribe, like, comment, share. Check her out on BitChute, Rumble, YouTube, Rolanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, Rolanda, COCWS.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty active over there.
Thank you all for joining us. Have a good.
Know that you are loved. Don't listen to the lies of the devil that tells you that God has abandoned you, because he has not. That is a lie from the pit of hell.
Yeah, and right now it's really difficult to try to feel God. Or it's really difficult, feeling him if you're still young in the faith. King
David, when they were trying to kill him, he said, when there was none to encourage me, I encouraged myself in the Lord. And so that's where you do have to learn to dig deep within yourself and go that extra mile. Some days it's not easy.
But I see other people talking about this. I hear other people talking about it.
And this is where, as far as praying one for another, have some kind of support system. Anytime, if you all need somebody to listen to you, send an email. We always have that there. It doesn't have to be about spoopy stuff. If you have a prayer request, send that. Same thing.
Yes.
cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. We're very much, we prayerful people.
Yeah.
We have to be. That's how we live. That's how we survive.
It's run through through this family thick with the prayers.
It's laughing on the chat today. It's like, oh, somebody mentioned demons. I'm like, oh, is it time to rebuke and bind and plead the blood? Because that's what we do. And we're serious about it. And holy water flying and all that stuff.
Yep.
It's quite a sight to see. Actually, it's no nonsense.
It's full drama. Full dramatics.
It's just a matter. It's like, no, you're not welcome here. Get out.
Yeah.
If you're not of God, you get out. In the name of Jesus, that's it.
Yeah.
So, treat other people the way that you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup. Bye.
Bye.